Yeah, a bit gutted really, actually. All his inspiration for these is he gets them online and he just paints them all on the walls, and I know what you're all going to be saying. Oh, look, see, I told you you're too focused on scammers, you know, you're ruining your experience. I love how colourful it is. And we've landed in Jodhpur. Now look at that. Wow, that actually looks insane. What the I just thought this was a blue city. I didn't know they had all this cool stuff here. I haven't even seen anything blue yet. What? Have you seen that castle thing up there? The massive fort? This place is sick. Look at it. Well different. Awesome. Hello. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool in here, a little boutique hotel. Sick, mate.
Right guys, so you might be wondering what made me pick this place. I always look at reviews, although India is a little bit tricky because they have fake reviews. I look for sincere reviews, I look for places that say they're clean, bed's comfortable, in a good location and safe. The bed's really comfortable, the water pressure's really good, there's hot water, there's Wi-Fi. It's in the old town, so it's amongst all of the tourist attractions. They are all literally a walking distance. And also, I always like going for hotels that offer me something slightly different to what I've had before. So as you can see, it looks a bit dingy at the moment because there's a power cut, but it's quite cool. Like, it's a old stony room. Feels like we're in a dungeon or something. Castle dungeon. And it's a good price, it's 2,000 rupees a night. It doesn't have breakfast, but that's okay. It makes us kind of get out the door a little bit earlier than usual. So yeah, happy. Thank you for listening.
Right outside the hotel is that. That is a stepwell built in 1740 AD by a queen. And apparently it was like a tradition back then that all the queens built a stepwell. Not sure exactly what it is. There's fish in there, believe it or not. You're not going to see them, but there are fish in there, believe me. It's pretty sick. It's well old, man. It's like 300 years old, nearly.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, you okay? How are you?
Fine.
Oh, good. You want a photo? Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Hold on. Yes. Sorry about that. That was the stairwell. Stairwell. It's not a stairwell, is it? It is a stairwell.
Yeah,
Stairwell. All right. All right. There's also that big clock tower we got dropped off earlier. There's a big marketplace around there. It's a good spot to chill out. Oh, and there's a beautiful textile shop here.
You can have a look inside.
Blue City Textiles. I won't have a look because we've actually already got too much stuff, but...
We have nice pashmina.
Got pashminas?
Yes, Jodhpur is specialized for pashmina.
Yeah, nah, I probably won't, but somebody might. Thank you. England. I nearly slipped over again. These shoes, man. I can't wait to throw these away. I finally admit it. They're done. They're done for.
You've had this for like about 8 years?
I've had them for a long time. I've had these trainers for about 8 years. That's what the running joke is with these trainers. Well, I just got told I look like Mike Tyson. And Natalia looks like Madonna.
I do, I look like a blonde 70-year-old woman.
Isn't she a prostitute?
No, she's a pop star, like a...
Who's the prostitute?
No one.
One was an escort, weren't they? Who was it? Who's the woman who's like McDonald, but she was a prostitute? Or escort or something, whatever you want to call it, a posh prostitute. A prostitute. It's like Old Delhi here, just maybe a bit cleaner.
And wider.
And wider, yeah, there's more space. It's not quite as overwhelming as Delhi.
That's a nice place.
Do you know what I love? I love how colourful it is. It's so colourful. All the women dressed up in these bright colours. All the shots of all these bright colours everywhere. It's just bright colours everywhere. It's so cool. It's so sick. When you're walking down the street, or you just see like flashes of colour everywhere. It's awesome. Love it, mate.
When I first came to, well, before I came to India, I thought India would be really colourful, and it definitely is that.
Pop it. Yeah, it's mainly textiles, yeah. And bangles and jewelries and stuff. All little bits and bobs. There's a lot of shoe stores. Jewelry. Ah, it's pretty cool. It's nice walking through there. It's a nice vibe. Nice atmosphere. There's a lot of people. Everyone's quite friendly. Didn't get any death stares yet, anyway. It's a really nice place, this. It's actually, apart from Udaipur, it's probably the cleanest place we've been to. It's quite nice. It's quite nice here. I like it. It's like, it feels proper deserty though. It's hot. There's not really any greenery, and there's like, this is kind of what I was expecting. You know what I mean? Like all the like sand-coloured sort of buildings everywhere. Like it feels real like you're in the desert now. Whereas the last few places we've been to have been a lot greener. Because they've got lakes there and all that. It doesn't feel so dry. This feels pretty dry. It's very nice here though.
Oh my god! Oh, look at them, they're so cute!
Right in the middle of all this chaos is two nice little puppies playing in the dirt. Now some of you might be looking at this thinking, I thought Jodhpur was the blue city. That's not blue. And you'd be right to think that, because that's what I've been saying. This ain't blue. The whole thing is not blue. There is a large section of it that's blue, and we're going to go there now. Alright, pretty funny story. We were just sitting here. I didn't film it because I wasn't really expecting it. And a guy's just come over to us and asked us if we're here to see the blue city. We said yes. He's shown us these photos here along this wall, which is opposite us. Very good. But you see how they're all damaged at the bottom here? Well, he was telling us that he actually painted these. He is the artist. And he's actually got a lot of proof on his phone to show that he is the artist.
Yeah.
And all his inspiration for these is he gets them online and he just paints them all on the walls, and he's trying to do something now. It looks pretty cool. It's like more multicoloured. It's not just blue. But he said it's going to take him a long time to do it. I didn't film any of it because I was expecting him to turn around and start asking me for money to help him paint. I thought it was a complete scam again. But he just told us all about it, showed us pictures on his phone of when these were freshly done, showed us some of the shots that he's done in the actual blue city around the corner, told us where to go down there as well, and then I was like, that's actually really cool. And he was like, okay, thank you for your time. And just got on his bike and just fucked off. And I was like, oh my god, we just spoke to the dude who's just done these, and I was expecting him to be a scammer the whole time. The only reason I thought that is because when we left the hotel today, the hotel manager even said to us, be very careful walking around here, there's a lot of touts, there's a lot of scammers. So I was like, oh, no worries. I was like, yeah, we've met enough of them now, it's no problem. And we were just sitting here, I was expecting him to go into the whole, we need money for this, for our paint and all this. And he didn't say anything, he just literally just got on his bike and just went. And I was like, I didn't even ask him any questions. I didn't actually think he was telling the truth until quite far into the conversation. But that was well interesting.
But he basically was saying how he does this because he understands that foreigners come to his town, they invest money into the plane tickets, spend their time, and then they come here and they might feel disappointed at the quality of the paintings, the fact that they're damaged and whatnot.
Well, because the blue's really old.
Yeah.
So he's kind of brightening the place up by painting these sort of nice paintings on the top of the blue, and sort of just trying to bump it up so people feel real happy when they come here and they tell their friends, and then more people come here, and he's sort of just doing it so that his town brings in more tourism, and he's just painting it all over the place. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like just this dude over here, he's just sitting and chilling on the steps.
They're actually 3 different dudes.
Well, they're all just sitting there chilling together.
Like what people actually do here in real life.
Yeah, like people do.
Just sit out in the streets.
Everyone does just sit down out in the streets and just chill, but there are a lot of people on their phones. Not so much here, maybe the other countries we've been to, but there are a lot of people on phones as well, which is just the way it is these days. It's just so convenient to sit there and be entertained by your phone. But no, he was actually a cool dude. Like he's gone. It's gone now. I feel a bit lost. I've got so many questions unanswered. When did you start doing this? How long did it take you to do one? I know what you're all going to be saying. See, I told you you're too focused on scammers, and yeah, maybe I am, but there are a lot here, and even I'm feeling pretty gutted right now that I didn't take advantage of the situation and I didn't actually believe him. I know what you're all going to be saying. Oh, look, see, I told you you're too focused on scammers, you know, you're ruining your experience, and yeah, that did actually ruin that experience, but I can't help it. I think this is the blue corridor, Nat. Oh. Yeah, so... yeah, a bit gutted really, actually, because he was a cool dude.
It's not blue.
No, no, it's not blue. Go on. Say it.
It's like a Diet Coke. Coca-Cola advert. India style.
You did it.
I did it.
You nearly lost your sunglasses.
I know.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling with this heat a bit today. It's very dry. They've done a really good job painting, to be honest. It's everywhere.
He's got a face like the Who's from the Grinch. Is it the Who's? It's not
Yeah.
the Who's.
The Who's from Whoville.
From Grinch. Can't wait for Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone.